Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to study the notes of Karnataka State Syllabus Class 8 English Prose Chapter 8, The Women on Platform 8. Comprehension, textbook question answers. Answer the following in 2 or 3 sentences each. Question number 1. What was Arun doing all alone on the platform? Why? Answer. Arun was waiting on platform 8 at Ambala station for the northbound train to go to the boarding school. He was alone because his parents thought he was old enough to travel alone. Question number 2. What normally happens when a train arrives at the platform? Answer. When the train arrives, people rush like a wild crowd to board the train. Next question. Are you all alone, my son? How did Arun react when he heard the voice of a stranger? Why? Answer. When Arun heard the voice, he looked up at the woman who was standing near him. She was draped in a white sari and was very simple. Question number 4. How did the bond between Arun and the stranger develop? Answer. Arun and the stranger talked very closely. The stranger was dignified and her approach was affectionate and caring that Arun started liking the lady and answered all the questions about him. Next question. What was the reason behind Arun's instinctive dislike towards Satish's mother? Answer. Satish's mother was a large, imposing woman. Her attitude and imposing opinions and giving unasked suggestion annoyed Arun. Question number 6. Why did Arun say I like strangers? Answer. Arun said that he liked stranger because they were more pleasing, unlike Satish's mother, who was imposing and giving unruly suggestions. The lady, though a stranger, was affectionate, caring, and dignified. Hence, he said that he liked strangers. Next question. How did Satish and Arun react to the advice of Satish's mother saying, never talk to strangers? Answer. Satish and Arun were not happy at the suggestion Satish's mother gave. Arun instinctively replied that he liked strangers. Satish stood behind his mother, grinning at Arun, taking delight in the clash between Arun and his mother. Next question. What did Satish's mother give and say to Satish as parting advice? Answer. Satish's mother gave a bag of fruits and a big box of chocolates, a cricket bat, and told Satish to share food with Arun. She advised Satish to not put his head out of the window, not to eat rubbish on the way. Next question. Why did not Satish's mother think Arun's mother a very capable person? Answer. Satish's mother thought that Arun's mother was not a very capable person because she would have observed the lady speak very little. She did not bring any eatables and did not give any advice to Arun. Next question. How did Arun repay the strange woman for her goodness? Answer. Arun was very much impressed by the way the lady cared for him. He planted a kiss on the lady's cheek, shook hand with her and said, "Goodbye, mother." Next main. Read the extracts and answer the questions that follow. First one. She drew me out very well. Who is the speaker? Arun. What do you mean by the above sentence? It means that the dignified approach of the lady towards Arun made him feel very, very comfortable. Next question. Yes, I am Arun's mother. Who is the speaker? The stranger lady in a clad sari. What do you think is the reason behind the speaker saying so? The lady did not want Arun to feel embarrassed as his parents had not came to wish him bye. Next question. These days one has to be very careful of strangers. Who said these words? Satish's mother. Why did the speaker say so? Because she seemed to be very suspicious and over cautioned about others. Next main. Complete the following. The woman in a white sari was totally a stranger, but Arun developed an instant liking for her the moment she spoke to him. Mention 3 things that Arun liked about this woman. Answer. Arun liked her simplicity, dignified nature, caring and kind nature. Next question. Arun says, I had taken an instinctive dislike to Satish's mother. Mention 3 things that made Arun dislike her. Answer. Arun dislikes her imposing attitude, impatient nature, and annoying advice. Next main. Work in pairs and complete the table. Here is a table which you need to complete, and here is the answer for that. Next, listening. Your teacher will read out some words which describe the two women. Listen and write down under appropriate column. So this is the answer for that. Next main. Speaking. The class is divided into 4 groups. Each group will be given a question. Discuss the question in the group and present it in front of class. First question. Why do you think Arun was allowed to travel alone? Answer. Arun was allowed to travel alone as his parents thought that he was old enough to travel and they wanted him to be self dependent. Next question. What might be the reason behind the lady's adoption of a mother's role? Answer. The lady had watched Arun sitting alone on the platform at that night. She felt worried for him. She sensed that he would be bored waiting alone. As she was a good natured woman, she would have helped him by talking to him. Next question. Why do you think the strange mother was in a white sari? What would be your reaction when you see a person in white sari, especially during night time? Answer. The stranger mother was in white sari maybe because she was a widow, she may be a nun, or she loved simple dressing and would have worn white sari. If we happen to see a person in white during the night, we may get scared and would think it to be an evil spirit. Next question. Imagine that the stranger in a white sari is a ghost. How will you change the ending of the story? Answer. I would have ended the story telling that after the stranger in white sari helped the boy, gave him the company, and see him board the train, the ghost disappeared. Next main. The sequence of events has been jumbled up. Rewrite them according to the sequence of the lesson. So these are all the sequence of the words which has been jumbled up. We are going to write the answer for that. So and in answer, the first sentence would be, now tired of this game and of ambling about the platform, I sat down on my suitcase and gazed dismally across the railway tracks. Next sentence, she drew me out very well and I had soon forgotten that we were strangers. Next sentence, Satish was standing behind his mother, grinning at me, delighting in my clash with his mother. Next sentence, I looked straight into the eyes of the woman who held my hand and she smiled in a gentle, understanding way. Next sentence, I had already forgiven her for lying and besides, I had taken an instinctive dislike to Satish's mother. Next sentence, she told a coolie to look after my suitcase and then she led me away down the platform. Next sentence, I looked from Satish's mother to the woman who had given me tea and sweets and then back at Satish's mother. Next sentence, she stood there on the busy platform, a pale, sweet woman in white, and I watched her until she was lost in the milling crowd. Next sentence, she allowed me to share the benefit of her advice as she probably did not think my mother a very capable person. Next sentence, we placed ourselves at the open windows and the women stood outside on the platform talking up to us. Next main, we use reporting verbs that summarize what was communicated while we change the speech. Some of the verbs which are commonly used are, here are the list of the verbs. So we need to write the appropriate statement as the response questions with the help of the examples and clues, and here is the answer for that. Advise, she advised you to wash your hands before eating. Regret, the student regretted that he had not committed the mistake. Invite, the girl invited you to her house. Warm, the mother warmed them not to out of the house at bright. Enquire, the stranger enquired where my house was. Request. The girl requested me to lend my book to her. Exclaim. The boy exclaimed that he was undone. Next main. Read the conversation and complete the following. So here is the conversation. In that answer was given. You need to complete this. This is the first conversation. And here is the second conversation, in which the one sentence will be given. You need to complete this by answering it. Here is the third conversation. Again, you need to complete this conversation by seeing the questions. And we also have here the fourth conversation. So here also you need to answer by seeing the question. You need to continue the sentence. And here is the fifth conversation. Here also you need to answer after listening to the conversation. We also have here the sixth conversation. So same thing. You need to see the question and answer it. So the next main is writing. So in the writing, after Arun reaches his boarding school, he writes a diary entry about his strange encounter with the women at platform 8 from 5 p.m. in the evening at 12 p.m. midnight. So now you have to imagine that you are Arun. Write the diary page on his behalf in the table given below. So here is a diary page column which I have written for like an Arun. If you could be Arun, what you could have write, you can write by yourself. Next is pronunciation. You have already learnt about the syllables. When we pronounce words in English, we stress one part of a word more than the other. Say the following words along with your teacher. The syllable to be stressed have marked. Artificial, emotions, beautiful, superior, magic, magician, optician, festival, active. So the following words are taken from the story. Mark the stress and practice saying them aloud. Notice the shift in stress: agitated, ambling, inferno, serenity, commanded, suspicion, imposing, contradicted, patronizing. So here is the answer for that. Next is grammar, direct and indirect speech. Study the sentences given below. I have done the home assignment, the student said. So this is direct speech. The indirect speech is the student said that he had done the home assignment. Next, the direct speech is he said I have lost my umbrella. Indirect speech is he said that he had lost his umbrella. So this is the changes which we need to do when we change the sentences from the direct speech to indirect speech. So here are the examples that we need to change in the direct and indirect speech. Now here let us change the sentences from direct to indirect speech. So as we have seen what are all the changes we need to make. So here is that. So here it finishes your notes of the lesson, the women on platform 8. If you want the notes of other lessons, you can check the playlist of my channel. You can easily get from there. Thank you.